Hi everybody, it's Erin. Today I'm going to be recording a video about kind of a weird, useless skill that I have. It's not useless, it's cool, but it's definitely cool when you go around, like you're meeting new people and you have to say a fun fact about yourself. This is always my fun fact. I think that this is a good time to learn new skills, brush up on old skills that you might have had. And so my best skill, this is kind of my only skill that I have, is I'm really good at geography. So today I'm going to be doing this quiz. This is a really cool website too. It's called Sporkle, and they have a lot of like trivia games. And this quiz is, can you name the world capitals given their countries? So there's 197 countries. So I'm going to hit play quiz. I don't know what my best time is for this quiz, but I guess we'll set a best time right now. The cool thing about doing something is the first time you do it, you set a record for your personal best time. You can't live in Watertown without knowing the capital of Armenia. Some of them are hard to remember, so I have to have like things in my brain that help me remember them. Like Barbados, I get really confused with the Barbados and the Bahamas, but Barbados, the way I remember it is Rihanna is from the Barbados, and my two favorite things are Rihanna and bridges. So the capital of the Barbados is Bridgetown. I haven't studied in a while. I haven't practiced, so I might get one wrong, one or two. Sometimes it's hard to spell. I think that that's the hardest part, is like figuring out how to spell them. So the way that I learned all of these, Bolivia actually has two capitals. So the way that I learned all of these was when I was like 11 years old. My dad gave me an atlas for my birthday, and I just like sat down like every day after dinner, like when I was supposed to be going to bed, and I just read my atlas because I was a really, really cool kid. But you know, now I have this skill, so it just goes to show that sometimes reading really can help you. And really, there's no better time than now if you're gonna sit down and read the atlas. I didn't have an excuse. There was no quarantine, and I was sitting by myself reading my atlas. But this one I remember because I had an Italian teacher in middle school with that last name. Oh, almost got one wrong. I think it would be cool to like make a song that had all of the capitals in it. But I don't know. Like, for those of you who know me, you know I'm not musically inclined. I don't sing. I do sing, but like I shouldn't. Oh, this one's hard. Equatorial Guinea. The problem is there's like 4 different Guineas. Like there's Papua New Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, Guinea-Bissau. Capital of Equatorial Guinea. I'm gonna take a, oh, yes. All right. I'm feeling good. That was the first of many challenges I think we're gonna run into here. Okay. At first, I only knew like the really odd, like the easy ones, like France, Paris, Germany, Berlin. But I just like every time when I was little, I would get one wrong. I just took a notebook. See, here's another Guinea. This one's a little easy because it's like the original. Guinea-Bissau is also really easy because the capital is in the name. But so every time I got one wrong when I was little, Haiti, shout out Rody and Sunny, I would get my notebook and Taguchi Gao. There we go. I would get my notebook and I would just write down the country and the capital next to it like 40 times. and then it would be like stuck in my brain. I think it's a lot easier for me to remember things when I write them down. And you know, that helped me like in school too. I don't know, I have a good memory, I think. And the more you use your memory, the better it gets. So like every time you memorize, like if you memorize all of these, like it actually just like makes you smarter and cooler and like more fun to be around. People who know the capital of every country in the world are just generally like some of the best people. Like that's what I've heard at least. Some of them are easy, like Kuwait, Guatemala, like it's just Kuwait City. Kurdistan. Kind of on a roll right now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I haven't gotten one wrong yet. I've spelled a couple wrong, but that doesn't count. I know them. It's just Luxembourg. Some of them are easy because they don't, like the capital of Luxembourg is Luxembourg, it's really small. Capital of Madagascar is Antananarivo. The really long ones are the hardest because it's hard to spell them. And sometimes it's like the capital is like in the language, like how they would spell it in the language of that country, so that's hard. Like this one, Mauritania, the capital, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's Nouakchott, something like that. I have no idea how I learned how to spell that. Oh, here's where it gets hard. Micronesia. Oh, I'm gonna get this one, but it's gonna take me a couple guesses, I think. Oh, never mind. It just took one guess. But that was a close one. That was close. Like this one, I don't know how to, yeah, but it will tell me I'm right because I was close enough, but I don't know if it counts. Oh boy. Some of them are hard too because I first learned the capital from my atlas that I got when I was 11, and not to age myself, but I was 11 over a decade ago. And like, you know, capitals change, so they changed, and then I would type them in and it would be like, that's not right, and I would be like, my atlas says it is, but so then I had to learn the new ones, which definitely made it harder. But that doesn't happen too often. Oh boy. East Jerusalem, Panama City, that one's easy. So here's another Guinea. This one I remember because of Mr. Mosby from the show The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Not The Sweet Life on Deck, because The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was better, and anyone who says otherwise is a liar, but I guess that's just my opinion. Romania and Hungary are easy to confuse because one is Bucharest and the other is Budapest, and they're like right next to each other. So I just wish that they would have thought of that before they made their capitals identical, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I watch TikToks and I'm cool. Oh boy, we're about to get, okay, here we are, last column. Almost done. I think there's going to be some challenges in this one. See, this is a challenge because to me that doesn't make any sense. I don't know how you pronounce that. Not sure who thought of it. Probably someone from Slovenia who actually speaks the language and has a really easy time speaking it and doesn't understand our capitals. South Africa actually has 3 capitals. I'm going to say Pretoria. South Sudan is the newest country. Shout out to South Sudan. Hope you guys are doing good. Sri Lanka is in the middle of a civil war, so I'm going to say the capital is Colombo, and it's going to tell me I'm right, but it's going to come up with something else. Because things change all the time, and that's okay. I remember that because of a One Direction song. I actually think that it would be way easier to learn all the capitals if One Direction had songs with all of them in the titles. I should have thought about that before they disbanded. All right. Okay, here we go. We're getting to the oceanic capitals, which is what I struggle the most with. Capital of Tunisia is Tunis. It's kind of like how the capital of Ohio is O. It's a joke I heard once. The capital of Ohio is Columbus. See, these are the countries where like all the countries kind of sound the same and all of the capitals kind of sound the same too. So that makes it hard. But the more you practice, the easier it gets. With this quiz, it's easy because they're all alphabetized, like it's in alphabetical order. So I can just remember that like whichever one comes first in alphabetical order, like that's the capital that comes first, and so on. Okay, we're getting to the end here. Two more. Lusaka. And last one, Zimbabwe. That's that. I feel good. I feel like I've accomplished a lot for today. If you guys want to try the quiz, definitely do it. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So try to do it. Try to get 100%. Try to beat your time from the first time you do it. I know it sounds weird and maybe kind of boring, but it's really, really fun. So I think you should all try it.